Bruh. Good morning. And by good morning, I mean I want to go to bed. Because I'm old. And I need to sleep. Sleeping would be nice. How are you guys doing? What's up, Jello? What's up, DJ? I haven't seen you guys in a while, especially DJ. How are you guys doing? I'm dead. I'm passing away. Oh my god. I've been up since like 2 a.m. I'm okay. I could be worse. My arms really hurt the past few days. I wanted to stream on Saturday, but I was like, oh, this is painful. I don't like this. And so I slept. I've been sleeping a lot more lately. Like, my arm, like, okay, so for me, a lot of the only reprieve I have, I guess, from it is like, sleeping. So I'll just sleep when it hurts too much sometimes. And what do you call it? And so I've just been sleeping a lot, and so as a result I've barely been eating, and so I lost like 5 pounds in like a week, which most of it's water weight, but that's kind of insane to think about because you should not lose that much weight in a week. That's not ideal. You say that every single time, Triad. We're doing alright, I guess. A lot of stuff's been happening in the background, but now we're finally able to catch a stream. I hope everything's going okay with you and your partner. Hopefully nothing too bad. I imagine these are dark times for all of us. But worry not, friends. There is a light in the darkness. And it's me, till I fade away. Probably soon. Yeah, well, they've just been a little worse than usual lately. What's up, Joke? What's up, Shadows? No, not the double N. Although, to be honest, that probably would have made more sense. The double N. Probably should have went with that spelling. But you know, it's okay. Because even though there's constant pain, there are things to look forward to. What is something that you guys are looking forward to? Aside from me. I am personally looking forward to 3.2. And I'm getting a massage this week. So, hopefully that will fix things somewhat. Honestly, the thing is, like, massages, they need to be continual, and I don't feel like paying like $100 for a massage every time, and that's not really feasible. And like, the thing is, like, I tried applying for insurance too, and they were like well, not only did I get rejected, right, but it's like it only covers like 1 visit, so there's no point. Yes, puppy, what's up? Thank you for the 5. An awesome con all weekend? What con did you go to? I find that cons are really hit or miss. I'm so smelly. So, you know, I'm not a huge fan of going typically, but I think it's like a worthwhile experience. It's just like, I think that it's the cons around me that are just not great, unfortunately. So yeah. We've each died a few times, so it's all good with my partner and I at the end of the day. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad that, like, despite everything you may or may not have gone through, you're staying strong with one another. I feel like that's like the testament of a solid relationship, whether or not you can weather certain things. Aw, what a good dog. Good dog, Nori. Canadian healthcare could recommend you MAD instead. What's that? I've never heard of that before. Cons? I don't think they're super far, but like, I don't think I'll go to like any cons out of Canada anytime soon, unfortunately. At least like aside from like a virtual appearance or something, but I don't think I'll physically go. I mean, what is this? How am I supposed to Google this? It's just the word MAD. If I wanted to see MAD, I could just go on Twitter. What does this mean? MAD Canadian barbecue? Mad Canadian meme? Mad Canadian dollar? Mad Canada goose? Canadian healthcare? What is this? Medical assistance in that. Oh. Oh no, that's made. Bro! I thought you just told me to fucking kill myself on stream. I searched up mad Canadian healthcare and then medical assistance in dying. Overview. Medical assistance in dying made is a process that allows someone who is eligible to receive assistance from a medical practitioner and die. What the fuck? Ayo, chill. I just started streaming. You guys are, you know what? I'm rubbing off on you guys. This is my fault. You know, sometimes there comes a time for me to step up and take responsibility, and this will be one of those times. You guys are like this because of me. Then why did you spell it wrong? It wasn't a misunderstanding? You know what? I respect that. That was a good one. That is fair. I did want to sleep. Sometimes I think about going into a coma. Do you guys ever think about going into a coma? Have you ever thought about what dreams you would have if you went into a coma? Yes, Canada mentioned because I'm Canadian. Born and raised here, baby. Been here for almost 30 years now. Oh, that's a... Oh, I did... Something felt wrong. You misspelled, did you? Oh, no, you actually did. You actually meant it. You know what? I don't need anyone to assist me in dying. I'm perfectly capable of killing myself, thank you. Do you even dream in a coma? According to my knowledge, which is based off of Futurama. Yes. Has no one seen that episode of Futurama where there was like where Fry gets like stung by the bee, but Leela is in the coma, and like all the venom like went into Leela instead because it stung through Fry, and so Leela's the one who ends up in a coma, and like she has like this whole thing where she is like looping and grieving Fry. Why did I join into you moaning? Okay, well, that actually wasn't a moan. I'm not sure what part of what I did was a moan. But what's more concerning to me is what you were watching that you would think whatever I did was a moan. Because no. You know, I'm curious. I would appreciate a clip and a timestamp for what you think is this, so I can like try and like discern what you were watching, like the basis for this, because there is certain things that are different. Rana, what is your favorite type of paint to smell? I think the kind of paint where it's like a freshly painted house. You know what I mean? Maybe like latex paint. I think latex paint. I think that, like, did you guys ever see that, like, Extreme Cheapskates thing where it was like a real estate agent and they were following her? And so what she does is they, like, give the placebo effect that it's like a freshly renovated house, yes? She puts a little canister of paint that's slightly open underneath, like, the bathroom sink. And so people think it was just painted. Kind of smart, honestly. 5 head. So maybe my mind is too far gone. Yeah, you're a fucking degenerate. I didn't even stretch. I didn't even move. That's beyond my job description. Actually, I would say it's my job description to not move, frankly. I don't know. Your questions are 5 steps ahead of any thoughts I normally have about to sleep. I feel like I'm just like shower thoughts all the time. Did you guys see my tweet earlier where I was like, what did I say? Sometimes people, I say this all the time, but people will quote me on things and I don't even remember saying it. And it sounds so unhinged and wrong that I get confused. Let's see, what did I say? And a big time skip. I would like a big time skip. I would kind of like a, I don't know. I would not want the Kirito treatment, I think. Okay, so this is what I tweeted. I kind of want a skin pocket. A pocket that is part of me and my skin. I could put my lip balm in it or a toonie or something. Is this a thing? Thoughts? It seems convenient. You can just close it with a piercing or something that is hooked onto. Okay, but would you want a skin pocket? Let me explain the skin pocket first, okay? Okay. Imagine you have like a shirt pocket, right? But it's skin. No, it's not a kangaroo. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's tiny. It's tiny. It's like if you were to put your thumb and your index finger together, it would be about that size or a little bit bigger. And you could have it on the side of your arm. No, it wouldn't be an opening. It would be like extra skin on top and it would be like a pocket. Okay, and then you could have a little piercing on top of it. You send the clip to me. You can tag me on Twitter or you can join the Discord and put it in the clip section. And then you could have another piercing where the other piercing latches onto, like a keychain. Oh, you could put plushies on yourself! Oh my god, I'm a genius. How has nobody done this before? Probably because you would need skin grafts, but still. Also, I think the issue... Oh, you know what? I figured out the issue with it. I think the issue would be getting the skin to attach and not like... Wait a second. Hold on, I'm thinking of the logistics of this. Okay, because I feel like it's possible. Because people do skin grafts all the time. And like, did you know that you can do skin grafts with like fish? Did you know this? This is the thing. Why would you want a girl pocket in you and not a real pocket? What do you mean a girl pocket? I mean, to be honest, like, to be totally honest with you, it's not entirely necessary. Since you can like kind of put things under your boobs. No, I'm talking about creating a skin pocket, okay? The skin pocket, right? I put it on the side of my arm and I can put my lip balm in there and then it can close with a little piercing. But I'm wondering the logistics of it. Because I'm like, I feel like the skin may not attach. You know what I mean? Or like heal properly. Okay, hold on. Oh shoot, I was supposed to listen to music. I wasn't supposed to listen to myself. That's your guys' job. The moan. Okay. I don't like that you put here's the moan clip that Rana wanted. It's true, but it's weird for you to say it. Okay. Oh shit, you could have a zipper maybe. What is this? Hang on, something. Thank you for the contribution to the skin pocket fund. This, honestly, out of everything that I've had as a goal in life, this is probably the most tangible. That says a lot, but thank you very much, and thank you, Hero. Welcome back. That wasn't even a moan, bro. It was more. I could kind of see why you thought that. It was me going like. Ugh. It was more like me constipated. It's because I was talking about being almost 30. Okay, that's the reason why I was talking about that. Oh shit! Hold on, I was gonna put on my music. Where is it? Yeah, but no, that was very obviously not sexual though. But I guess if you came in at the wrong time, it was quite unfortunate. You're not seeing the correlation? Because I was... It's like, you know that meme of like Harold having a heart attack? I know. Yeah, but I didn't even want to make it to 30, guys. I gotta start planning now. But no, I was talking about like a little tiny little pocket that you would have. You could put lip balm in it. Oh, and you could put a little tattoo on it. If you got one of those patchwork tattoos on it, it would be so cute. Trust. Hold on, let me show you. Now, let me go. Wow, these are fucking ugly. Just can't look. It's killing me and taking control. I'll see. me. Sing lullabies, joking on your alibis. One is just a price I pay. Where is it? Hold on. Okay. Listen though. Listen. Imagine you get one of these tattoos on your thingy, right? Wouldn't that be perfect? It would literally look like it was like... Oh, you could get it tattooed to look like it was fabric. Thought about it, and I think you should. I don't know if... I don't know if I'm ready to go through with this commitment, but I mean, there's weirder things. Well, I don't want to say this is weird because maybe like for some people it's like cultural, but like I guess like there's more in. Actually, no, the pocket's definitely weirder. Yeah, the pocket's weirder, but it's practical. So you know, I thought about it long enough to decide it was worth the time. Just not right now. But thank you, Spartan. No, but wouldn't it look cool? You could have it designed to look like a t-shirt almost. Like a t-shirt pocket on your arm or something. Isn't this so cool though? There are these tattoos like this that are like, I'll make it a little bit bigger for you guys. Lullabies, choking on lullabies. See, look, it looks like the texture of like a fabric patch, right? Wouldn't that be like the ideal tattoo to have there? Imagine someone tripping and trying to hold you in that pocket. That would be funny as fuck. No, but like, okay, knowing me, I would definitely get it caught on something. That would hurt like a bitch. Actually, part of the reason one of my earrings broke like a few years ago was because it got caught on my own hair. I was so sad. It was rose gold. It was my grandmother's. I still haven't gotten it repaired. Instead, I got new ones. I should have just gotten it repaired. That was a silly move, chat. And thank you. My voice is pretty. It's my one redeeming quality. Aside from my looks, my personality, and everything else. No worries. I hope you rest well, Blood Mage. Your city skyline tattoo? That would be cool. I think a city skyline, but also with like the what do you call it? Chat, what is it called? You know when you're dying? Well, you don't have to be dying, but like the beep 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 beep. The it's not the flat line, it's the thingy, the you know, but that transformed like into a city skyline. You know the heart monitor, thing. Yes. That, but also like in a city skyline form. I think that would be cool. Thoughts? You know, I have a server announcement thing at the top of my thingy. Do you see at the top left? That is for like whatever topic I'm discussing, but I can never use it because I change topics too fast. There's no point. It's impossible. It is impossible. What am I listening to right now? Is this Lost Prophets? It is Lost Prophets. Why did I choose to listen to my Angst playlist? This is a choice. Actually, I was reading a novel today, guys. And so, I've explained this novel to you guys before. But this is God in a Horror Game. And in it, right? So, the concept is you get sucked into like this not quite virtual world. It's an unlimited flow novel, if you know what those are. It's like you go through various worlds. But anyways, I do have My Chemical Romance on it. I do have My Chemical Romance on this playlist. I also have my self-indulgence on this playlist. But yeah, anyways. Basically, you go into like a game, right? And there's like a hub and you watch various live streams. So in the live streams, people are playing various like horror games and stuff. And one of the horror games that the main character, Bailu, gets sucked into, right? He ends up being his whole thing is that he's obsessed with money. And in order to get put into this game, like where you're watching the streams and you're a player and stuff, you have to have a very, very strong desire, right? And his desire is money. He's obsessed with money. A relatable king, I must say. So anyways, he got laid off from his job and he gets sucked into the game. And one of the games he goes into, he has to work from the bottom up, and he's so fucking pissed. He's literally, you can die. If you die in the game, you die in real life, right? It's one of those. And he gets fucking pissed because he's like, seriously, I have to go back to being a corporate slave and they're not even gonna pay me. And so he just sits there and he refuses to do anything until his teammate offers to pay him. I love him. He had so much plot armor though. So much plot armor. It's really good, but it is very, very long. Like, if you think turning is long, this feels longer to me, especially since it can be a little hard to decipher since the original language is Chinese, so translating it can be very difficult. What's up, Fury? How you doing? No, I would crash out too. He's like, I go back and I have to be a corporate slave again. Nah, I'm not doing this. I have a better idea. Tat a cord, Nani, that goes to a remote location and hide a tin box with a note that says gotcha. You want me to become like low-key a geocache? I don't want to be a living geocache. Have fun at work, Akini. Nah, I would crash out too. No way I get put in a game where if I die in real life and I have to be a corporate slave? I'm good, bro. Miss me with that shit. Will I still be awake? Tis a mystery. I don't even know if I'll be awake in 30 minutes. I probably will be. Do you guys ever get that second wind when, you know, you're super, super tired, right? And you think, oh yeah, it's over for me. But then all of a sudden you're not tired anymore. And then after you're not tired anymore, you become so tired, you're just gonna like crash immediately. I think I'm hungry. I'm hungry, but I'm also trying to lose weight. I'm trying to drink water every single time I'm hungry. Which is, you know, a good practice, but still. You see, this is why I just die in my head. That way I can just respawn. Okay, but see, the thing is, if I thought about it like that, then I would think that I would want to respawn to a certain point in my life. And then I get sad. Like, on a regular basis, like a daily basis, I literally fantasize about rewinding time and investing in, like, Bitcoin or something. I don't want to live in this reality. Have you seen everything going on? Fuck no. I'm so poor. I don't like it. What's up, Hideki? How are you doing? Frigid, did you also change your profile picture? It's like I don't even recognize you people. Who are you? I don't know you guys anymore. A second win comes at the cost of my focus and thinking capability, or focus and thinking capabilities. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, well, I mean, I've thought about this before, but I hate when you're so tired, but like, okay, the thing is, your brain is tired, but your body isn't tired. Like, your body, you want to do things, but you mentally just don't have the energy or capacity to do so. You know what I mean? I know. I would invest in Bitcoin too. And then, like, I think about it to myself. I'm like, now I understand the otome isekai plight of like trying to get like the adults around you to believe you. Because I'm like, my mom wouldn't even give me my own birthday money when it was like mine when I was a kid. What more am I gonna ask her for money to invest in Bitcoin? What's up, Karasana? How you doing? I know this world kind of is a bummer. But like, what if this is just like one world of many? Actually, I saw like a video the other day. I think it was like yesterday or this morning, where I was like, it was talking about the core of the moon, and the moon is apparently like the core of it is like very, very, very like iron heavy, and it's magnetic. But I'm like, how do I even know this? Like, isn't the moon relatively new compared to other things? Or like other planets and stuff? Am I mistaken? How old is the moon? JK, it's 4.5 billion years old. Okay, okay, how old is the Earth? 4.543 billion years. Damn, that's a crazy age gap, romance. Why did nobody tag this shit? Well. Okay. I was wondering because, like, we know the core of the Earth, right? And we can figure out stuff like that. But I'm wondering how many, like... I feel like the moon would not shift as much compared to the Earth. But I don't know, maybe I'm mistaken. Because, like, that's part of how we find stuff, right? And, like, how we, like, figured out, like, there was, like, Pangea or whatever, right? You see, like, the different formations across the layers. And, like, how they come to the surface sometimes. But that seems really, really deep. What is the first... I think the first layer of the moon is, like, 70 kilometers? Maybe? Maybe? Something like that. I'm surprised you could tell we changed your profile pictures. It genuinely took me off guard that you remember me. Why would it take you off guard? I remember a lot, you guys. I remember lots. I actually have a very, very good long-term memory. It's just my short-term memory that's very poor. And it wasn't this bad before. It's definitely gone way worse in the past 3 years. I blame doom scrolling. Genuinely. Also my ADHD. I do blame that too. Yeah. Later, Urka! Have fun at work. Hold on. I do not feel like listening to 3 Days Grace right now. Let's switcheroo. Nya. What am I gonna listen to? I have my spring summer playlist. And it's very... It's been growing pretty quickly, actually. I don't even know myself anymore. You know what? I never really thought of myself as someone who didn't really know themselves, but I feel like it's become more relatable to have that mindset for me in the, like, recent years. That was my life nearly every day during college. Body fine, mind beyond exhausted. Oh my god. You know what that reminds me of, Dragon? That reminds me of, have you guys seen this trend where it's like posting people their first year of engineering versus like their 3rd or 5th year engineering, and they like either gotten really skinny or they've lost or they've gained a lot of weight and they're like balding? What are they doing to engineering students? I want to know. Is it that stressful of a program? I thought I would see that from like med school, but like engineering? Any engineering students here to verify? Astronomers can do a mineral analysis on distant bodies based on what they can see, but you can't see like thousands of kilometers into the thingy. I don't get it. Wakanai. Yeah, I know 70 kilometers is nothing, but like... Even so, like actually getting the... Touching that is it. Touching that is... Oh, Hawkeye. Sorry, I saw something on Webtoon. I'm looking like this for now. That's realistically me looking down right now. It takes 30 minutes to load this. A husband I didn't expect. Is this good? Hmm? Whatever, it'll probably appear on my other phone. Maybe I have dementia? Maybe you should shut the fuck up. I think I've changed my Discord profiles, but not my YouTube one. You did change your Discord, but not your YouTube one. That's pretty... I still don't know what it is. I always thought it was like an antler or something. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can look. I still don't know what it is. Hey, have fun at work, Skyfang. Thanks for saying hi. Evening, Rana. Excuse my tardiness. I came back from vacation, was taking a little rest time. Hope all is well. You're taking a vacation from your vacation. How was your vacation from your vacation? Did you have fun? As a technician, I have some words for engineers. I have some words for you. Are you taking care of your health? You stretching? It's a very... You know what I will say? take care of your health early, guys. Otherwise, you end up miserable. Like me. You want to be miserable. The moon is drifting away from the Earth 3.8 centimeters per year. Unfaithful. The moon should just die before it becomes unfaithful. And the semester is always fun. I thought you were some like... Okay, but I think this is like... And this is not technological engineering. I think this was like... structural engineering that I saw like the thingy for. At least I assume so. That's basically the same celestial age. How dare you? I went to visit my little sister and brother-in-law for the whole week. That sounds either really fun or really terrible. Absolutely no in between. Wait, what is to build something even in program or computer engineering? Oh, that's stressful? Oh yeah, I guess it is to do a lot of bug fixes and stuff. Is there really enough overlap for classes? That's surprising. I did not know it'd be that much. I don't know why the cat doesn't freeze sometimes. I think it's because it's like treated as like a separate model. What is this? I don't know what that is. It's dying. It's dying forever. Forever and ever and ever. I was gonna talk about something but I forgot. Oh, it's still like... Oh, it's a ghost! Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it is indeed my 2nd anniversary soon. Guys, my birthday is next month. What did I do to deserve this? I didn't consent to this life. What the hell? What is this? Oh, it's Lucy. I love listening to Lucy. Hello, Earth. How old is Earth? Bum. The days aren't always 24 hours. If memory serves me, memories around 26 hours for the dinosaurs. You wanna know what my first thought was when I heard that? My very first thought was, did dinosaurs have a 10-hour workday then? I don't know why that was my first thought. What do you want for your birthday? Money. Also food. No, I don't know what I'm gonna do for my birthday. I mean, I have a vague idea since I have some goals from like last year to be done. It'll probably be on my other account though, so just a heads up. Yeah, I'm giving you the real answer. I will not be doing a donathon this year though, because I don't think I deserve to do a donathon when I'm still catching up on goals. And honestly, I did too many goals and rewards. Like, I looked at what other people did and I did it by like ×2, ×3 for rewards. Never again. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't care. It's not that I don't want to do things, right? But there are clearly physical limitations for me. Like, for example, I did like a scam for every single person that donated like at least $100, and I made all the reference sheets, I made all the submissions, I did everything. And then I still have to do like ASMR thingies, which I was planning on doing a membership stream for those to try and hammer them out. But yeah, my body is not cooperating with me. So, you know. And then on top of that, there's like there were like a lot of like free rewards too. Like, for example, like merch drops. I do not make money off of merch drops. I lose money on merch drops, so I will unless I get like assistance in the future, I'm probably not doing that again anytime soon, at least. I will not, at the very least, until I catch up, which I don't think I'll be catching up for a little bit anytime soon. Some of it is a bit out of my control, but most of it has gone to a point where like I could do it, even if at some cost, so you know. Well, I would rather get it done late than not get it done at all. And the least I can provide is like somewhat regular communication at least. Enjoy the Minecraft movie. I heard, okay, I don't know if this is spoilers or whatever, but I heard that the Minecraft movie has old man yaoi. So you recently injured yourself? How? You say somehow, but what is somehow? Clippers updates in the form of rival sessions? Fuck no, I haven't been wanting to play lately because people are so fucking mean. I'm more than capable of being mean to myself and others. But like, people are just like really shitty a lot of the time. And then like, I don't need more negativity in my life, you know? I heard it's a 50-50, love it or hate it. You know what? I can definitely see that. I feel like I would watch it for fun, but you know what? Movie prices are getting insane nowadays. I remember back in my day, it was like $8 for like a movie ticket. Now it's like $15 to $20, sometimes $30 for a ticket, which is absolutely insane to me. And I'm like, who is paying that much? I don't think movies should cost that much. Yeah, everything is like super expensive, but like even the cheap things that we used to do for fun are really expensive now. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I was thinking to myself recently, I think I posted about it on my private account, but I think a lot of my condition at this point is like stress related. It's very, very heavily stress related, and it's very psychological because I am physically getting stronger, but I'm still in pain a lot, right? Which in a way, this is like a good thing, because I've had this pain for so long. It's basically like, even if I get better, there's like phantom pain, I imagine. What's up, Dwellite? How you doing? But like, I was thinking, because last year I went camping for like a week, and oh my god, it was so nice to not be in pain for a few days. Like, it was... Anyone here who has had chronic pain would just know the feeling of not being in pain and realizing it, and you legitimately like break down crying. But yeah. Anyways, basically I was like, wow, you know what? That's like the only time this year where I've like consistently not really been in pain for a while. Like, I'm pretty sure there are like studies on this, but like if you have like a lot of chronic pain, it definitely fucks with your mental health, and stress aggravates it heavily, like very, very heavily. So if you have any chronic pain, do your best to like mitigate any stress factors you have. Obviously it's not so easy, right? But you'll be surprised at the difference it makes. Anyways, I was trying to like organize like a cheaper vacation for my family with my sister, especially since my mom, my sister, and I have not been on a vacation in, I think, a decade, like together. Like, I think not since I was in like high school. A decade. High school. Oh, I did not like that. Yeah. Anyways, we were looking at some really beautiful Airbnbs, and like I'm okay just like chilling, honestly, in the countryside. I know I don't want to give them mental damage. I'm sorry. Good, I was planning on giving you money anyway. What a good dog. That's what you should do. But make sure to take care of yourself first. I feel like I haven't said that enough lately, but really do take care of yourself. It's really rough times for everyone, and I don't want to see anyone overextend themselves at all. Especially not from you, okay? I built a home theater instead of going to the theater. I'll go for special movies like Sesame, but watching at home saves so much money. Yeah, I can totally see that. That's fair. Personally, I'd like to go to movies for like the experience of going out, you know? So it's like, because I was saying how I like would like a spa day, and my sister was like, we can do it at home, and I'm like, I think I need to be like out of this house. I'm here too much. You know what I mean? Oh my god, I felt that. At one point I woke up without having my chronic migraines and just wept, which brought it back because of a stress headache. No, I'm so sorry. I totally get it though, because when I first realized, I was like, and even now I feel like tearing up thinking about it, but like when I first realized I was like cured before and I didn't have pain anymore, I legitimately started like sobbing. If only it was capable of doing that. If only. Welcome back, Gork. Thank you. I try, but it's rough. I do think some aspects of my lifestyle are improving. I'm hoping that my diet stays improved, you know? I heard my friend, he was listening to a retro music station and they started playing hamster dance. What did I just hear in my home? Whoop! Nope, I didn't hear anything. Yeah. Let me listen to hamster dance. Honestly, I don't work that much. I think I'm just like, I'm so caught up in like my mental. I'm gonna try, actually I need to work on my resume because there's like a brief short, like I guess like part-time job opportunity. It's like really short term though coming up that I'll try to get, but I don't know if my body can keep up. We'll see, maybe it'll be nice. It'll be a good experience. Hamster dance. Oh my god, I forgot about this. Yeah, it's like a seasonal opportunity. It's like a summer thing. But I need to work on my resume and stuff. I haven't worked on it in a little bit. No, this is unfortunate. Well, I doubt this will lead to anything long term. It's like it's kind of like a summer festival type thing. So it's just like kind of like working like food stands and stuff. So it should be fun at least. Any gap in your resume, say you're NDA and you can't talk about it? Well, I realized that I can put a lot of like what I do is like I guess like freelance work technically, so yeah. Now I'm listening to hamster dance. Yeah, it's okay. I'll add it to my I'll add it to my fucking throwback playlist. Where is it? Where's my throwback playlist? What the heck? Ah, there we go. You know what? I know what to listen to. I'm gonna listen to Aqua. What? Oh my god. Now I'm listening to Candyman. I love Aqua. Petsy Land. Even if it's NDA, they can still ask general questions. That's true. I mean, I would just say I have like management experience and stuff. So, you know. I mentioned before in my Discord about my hips. Oh, in the Discord. I was like, you got hip pain from disco? My bad, my bad. I mean, have you looked into any treatment? Is there anything that you think it might be? It's not available? Oh, this song's Candyman. Maybe it's in your country, unfortunately. And thank you. Actually, my hips have been hurting lately too. I really hope that a massage will fix things a little bit, because my thighs have really hurt. At the gym today, people were talking about the Minecraft movie. I have no idea about most of Minecraft. I imagine it was really trippy. I think it was really cute though, because I saw videos of people like watching the Minecraft movie, and like people were like filming people's reactions, and they were really wholesome. It was so cute. I love seeing humans get excited about things. What's up, Cringe? How you doing? Wow. Those frosted tips are... Wow. Both frosted tips! Oh my god. I don't know, I think my family doesn't have great hips. I mean, they're like large hips, but like... It's like German Shepherd genetics. Oh wait, I am German. Well. That is... a coincidence. I didn't really think about it until now. I was like, oh yeah, wait a second. Because German Shepherds have notoriously bad hips. Childbearing hips? I mean, I assume so. I don't actually know. Apparently my family's fertile, but I don't know if that's the case for me. I don't have experience in that regard, so... And then my mom only had 2 kids. So... It's a mystery to me. No worries. It was nice seeing you again, DJ. I hope that things get better for you and your partner here from here on out. It would be nice if things got better for all of us. Okay, the thumbnail for that song gave me whiplash. I know! The frosted tips. I don't know what's even going on the left side. Does anyone know what, like, this hairstyle is? It's only hair above the ears. He's bald aside from that. Who thought this was a good idea? You don't... Who am I to judge trends? Nah. Nah. No, I did not want to stir the fertile pot. I told you guys, right? I have like... It's almost like maladaptive daydreaming. Where like, I will fantasize about bad fantasies happening to me. You know, where like... I told you guys about the pregnancy fantasy I had the other day, right? Well... I will tell you again. Basically, okay. In this one, right? I was very nervous to tell my imaginary partner I was pregnant, right? Because I have, like, I don't know why. I've never been in this situation in my life, right? But I was worried that they would like change and they would like abandon me like during the pregnancy. And so I had a mental breakdown in my fantasy. I didn't have a mental breakdown IRL, right? But in the fantasy I had a breakdown. Because my like I'm pretty sure like, okay, I thought I had like an anxious attachment style, but now that I'm looking at it more, I feel like I have more of like a fearful avoidant attachment style, and it fits a lot with my childhood. Or a disorganized attachment style where it's kind of push and pull. And I iced them out in my fantasy because I was worried that they would change. And so sometimes my policy is a little bit I'll leave you before you have the opportunity to leave me. Sometimes. No, I didn't go Ianna in the dream. Nobody's worth that. That I've seen anyways. Although I am quite an obsessive person, so yeah, let's read the definition of disorganized attachment style. Have you guys ever looked into attachment styles or anything? Attachment style. Let's see. Why is it just like... What? I don't understand. So, do you ever look at an article or something and you're like... What was the choice? What was your thought process when you were picking these stock photos? Huh? What was your thought process? Because I could not tell you. Oh my god. Let's look. Never found it was worth being concerned about attachment styles. I think it's a way for you to get to know yourself a little bit more and to do some self-reflection. I think that's the same thing with like any personality, like whatever. It's just a way for you to re-examine yourself and look under a different lens. Not for you to, I guess, like, spend every waking moment thinking about, you know? I forgot how not particularly PC this song was. Let's see. There's another one. It's like even like personality quests or like or I would say that, okay, this is significantly less like credible, right? But like if you look at like an astrology test, for example, or like stuff like that, or like personality tests, it's really just like for you to look at yourself and be like, am I like that? No, that's not true. Or, you know what, that's true. I like that part of myself. That's how I interpret it anyways. Let's see. A strong need for closeness and connection. Feeling lovable, unlovable, or unworthy. Wait, is this the right one? Oh yeah, this is disorganized attachment. Finding it painfully difficult to open up or be vulnerable with another person. Struggling to believe your partner when they say they love you and support you. Feeling uncomfortable or distrustful of your partner's supportive actions or attempts to connect with you. Constantly looking for signs of rejection or betrayal in your relationship. Unfortunately, it is me to the T. I think it's also interesting to see how these form too. One thing I've always like, I personally find a little bit difficult to relate to is like straight up an avoidant attachment style. It's different from like disorganized, which is like the kind of like fearful avoidant or like anxious avoidant type thing. That was like a checklist. That was like a checklist of all of them. Obviously, it's very like nuanced, you know, and not everything presents in the exact same way, right? You know, but like, I guess for me, I do definitely like push people away, but like, I'm very push-pull. I'm not straight up like push people away the second I feel like they're getting close. I don't know which one I am. I just be clingy sometimes. I think it depends on the type of your clinginess, you know what I mean? Is it talking about you, Odin? What's up? I feel like, for me, okay, one thing about like, for example, disorganized attachment styles, it's like you're very likely to like put people on a pedestal and then kind of knock them down simultaneously. You feel very disillusioned the second that they are knocked down. Whether it's by your own expectations that you know are unrealistic or whatever. You know? Which I have a tendency to do to people somewhat, even though I know better. Or I'll purposely put them on a pedestal I know they're not capable of like being on. Not in like a mean way or anything, but like not as in like saying that they're not capable, but like I know it's not to their character and it's not something that's natural for them, but I'll still put them on like a pedestal somehow. You know what I mean? I'm more distracted by what made them choose this topic instead of the stock photos. No, but you picked the stock photos based off of a topic. So that's why it's confusing. That's how it should be. It should be based off of that. Nothing. What? feel hungry. Water. Drink water. I almost said eat water for a second. Yeah, disorganized attachment style stems from like a lot of... It's usually like a lot of childhood trauma. At least from what I understand. I am consuming the water. Have you guys seen those videos where it's like my water of the day and it's just booze? It kind of pisses me off because it's not water. I know it's not water. I know it's a joke, right? But I want it to be a different kind of water every day. But at the same time, if it's a different kind of water every day, it's not even water anymore. Actually, there was like a study where like it was like a video and it was like I guess kind of like an experiment, right? And it was to see what kind of attachment style the baby had, because a lot of these you can see start to being like formed when like you have a baby, right? Like it starts that young for a lot of people. But basically it was like an example of a secure attachment style, which is a healthy kind of like attachment and relationship with your parents, right? And obviously attachment styles are not restricted to your parents, but that's going to be your main relationship when you're, you know, an infant. And basically they had the parent set the baby down, leave the room, baby starts crying, then parent comes back, baby immediately starts like is chill, has no issues, stops crying. Actually, I just realized that all this was named was just all you named the clip was moan. Sorry, I have it on my other monitor still, and that was interesting. Oh, that's so cute. Blood Mage Jeremy is a little kangaroo in Discord. Aww, that's adorable. Yeah, I don't know, like, if that's something that you guys have ever noticed about yourself. How many of you guys here think you actually have like a secure attachment style? Bruh. Something not right. I sense a disturbance in the force. There's no way you guys are this quiet. Something broke. I'm sensing something wrong. No? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. Otherwise, why would you guys be here watching a VTuber? I know! I think like that's the #1 thing that people like. Actually, I want to say I've met some like very, very like well-adjusted people. I've met like... Wait, I've met one. I met one. I have one friend, like, and he is like legitimately a well-adjusted person, and it confuses me so much. I do not comprehend it. To friends I do, but to a romantic partner it's avoidant, I guess, because I don't bother. Wow, you sound like a shitty partner. But I mean, at least you acknowledge that and understand it. But no, I was so like, okay, when I got close to my friend, right? I was so shocked, I guess. Or like, okay, I wasn't shocked. It was more just like incomprehensible to me, because I live in like a permanent state of anxiety. I don't have I think the way I have anxiety is a little different than what a lot of people might think at first glance. It's kind of like it's just like, I'm sure a lot of people suffer from this, but like people have like dramatized versions of anxiety in their head, right? But for me, it's very much like I'm constantly anticipating something going wrong. You know what I mean? Am I weird because of VTubers, or do VTubers make me weird? You were weird before VTubers. Yeah. You know. Yeah, I never really meet well-adjusted people. It's so strange to me that like all these things that are normal for me are not for other people. You know what I mean? But like all the things that I struggle with on a daily basis are things that like people who are supposedly like well-adjusted and like have secure attachment styles do not, you know, suffer from. And it's like that way of life to me is something that I can't really comprehend because it's so foreign. You know what I mean? Have you guys ever had that feeling where you meet someone that's like so different from you that you're like, wow, you kind of exist. I thought this was like a myth. You know what I mean? It's almost like, okay, I guess like if you have less of like an anxiety issue or something like that, it would be like meeting like a super, super rich person and them talking about things that you see only in movies, you know? I feel like I have performance anxiety and need alcohol to calm it down. Well, don't do that. Maybe don't drink that. I meet them through work quite a lot. You mean like normies? Or what? But here's the crazy thing. Here's the crazy thing, okay? Apparently most of the population actually has a secure attachment style. Which, I don't meet them. Really? Really? Is that the majority of people? Because I wouldn't fucking know. Everyone I know is fucked up. That does not make sense to me. Normies, rich people, alcoholics, people on both sides of the spectrum. Interesting. Introduce me to the rich people. What's up, Anna? How you doing? What is redacted? Are you hitting on me? You have to pay $5 to hit on me. Or go to Marshmallows, do it anonymously. Running into a genuinely high IQ individual is always crazy. I think for me, it's like running into people that can actually discuss things without I guess like judgment is fairly rare, if that makes sense. Like, I'm very much like a devil's advocate person and agree to disagree. So people who feel similarly to me and I guess can be as neutral, as emotionally neutral about it as I feel that I am, personally is not super common in my experience. People tend to get riled up. That's true, I am. Thank you, Derpy. I appreciate you saying that. And saying it through Streamlabs. My anxiety expresses itself in the form of procrastination or lack of action. You know what? Have you ever heard of the term perfectionist paralysis or perfection paralysis, Dragon? Because I feel like I have that. I like to say it's a low bar to not be judgmental, but that makes a lot of sense. Oh, well, I'm talking about anything. I can talk about pretty much anything without being too judgy, typically. I feel like I just like did a striptease with my eyebrow doing that. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. That, you know, that was not one I expected to get a compliment on. I've experienced perfection paralysis trying to do fan art review a year ago. I never got it done. You know what? I feel like a lot of people got that with my design. So you are the only one. I appreciate the attempt though. Sorry, I was looking for my other slipper. What exactly is considered well-adjusted? I would say like fairly neurotypical and like not super insecure. You know what I mean? If that makes sense? I say this is like a very insecure person. Has the territory on the forehead. I'm just remembering of the barrelfish and Dr. Manhattan comparison I made. I'm telling you, Dr. Manhattan and the barrelfish are literally cousins. I should try again? Hey, at your own pace. You do it at your own pace, whatever you want. It's Perfectionist paralysis is like basically you feel the need to do something so perfectly that you end up doing nothing at all. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm very similar to that. I'm very much like a perfectionist. I do admit that. And I feel bad when I'm just like, fuck it. But sometimes shit gotta get done. You know what I mean? These oranges have been sitting on my desk all week. Maybe I should put them out of my misery. No. Do not eat the orange. Do not. Do not. Sleeping Rana on my fan art bucket list? There's canonically Sleeping Rana, actually, now that I think about it. Sometimes I want to go to my other channel to do streams just because I don't want to work as hard to make thumbnails because I have less fan art as Rana, funnily enough. Which you would think, hey, don't you have more? But I think it's because Amaya is so much easier to draw. I think in the future I'll definitely be more active as Amaya, but I need a change of pace. You know what I mean? It's like, you know when you need to study sometimes? I'm sick of listening to this. I did not know I put it on loop. That's my bad. You know what? I know what to put on loop. Cascada! Yeah. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh! It's like, you know... sometimes I just want to like... You need to be away from your normal environment, and that's part of like why I started streaming as like Rana again, because sometimes you need change, you know, even if it's just like the illusion of it, if that makes sense. Because like you go to the library sometimes to study when you can study at home because you feel like you concentrate better there, and you feel like you'll get better results there, and that's kind of the equivalent for me. Or like having a gym membership when you have like a home gym. You know what I mean? It's kind of just to like change your mindset a little bit and like re-explore things, I guess. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Sometimes I wish I could get away from my environment. Me too. I really need to go out more. Thankfully the snow is finally melting, so it's possible. And my every face is cute, so you know. I'm hungry. But I don't want to eat. What the heck is this on the ground? I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see it because I don't feel like cleaning. Yeah, like it's also like that's why you shouldn't have, that's part of why I want an office. I don't have like, or like a nice home office, you know, separated from everything and like everyone. It's, I think that's also why like having to go to online school fucked things up for a lot of people, especially like younger kids, because they didn't get that opportunity to socialize. Like they've done studies and it's definitely made a huge impact even on like children. That early socialization is incredibly important. I like to say I'm well behaved depending on the people around me. I'm very different around many different types of people, so it depends on how normal or how I realize I decide to be with someone. I guess that's true, but I'm like wondering how they got this data that like 70% of the population or whatever, or like 60% is like secure. Because to me that doesn't check out from my experience. But a lot of my, this is very anecdotal, right? And obviously I'm online, so I'm more likely to find people that, you know, do not fit that. Me. It's me. I don't fit it. And thank you, my cat is cute, Yui. And I am back. I'm alive. I lived, bitch! Having all my computer stuff in a separate room from my bed has done wonders for my everything. It really does. You need like that separation from like your work and your everything else. That's why like if you work from home, it's really hard to feel like you ever get a break because you're constantly surrounded by it. You know what I mean? And that's why I think like it's really important for me to get out of the house. I watched a video explaining why Gen Z has so much social anxiety and difficulty finding jobs and retaining them. Really? How did that go? I think also Gen Z is very like done and very like fuck it to everything. Because every time like they try to do anything, the world goes up in flames around them. Well, in that case, I'm very well adjusted, just a little weird sometimes, but that comes from my social awkwardness. Define weird. But well, what do you mean by weird here, my good sir? Small sample size? Maybe. I'm not sure. I did not see enough of the like data breakdown. But same, I'm trying to figure. I'm trying at the next stage of what I'm capable of after putting it off for so long. Oh, for like drawing? I'm sure anything you do will be very cute and wholesome. Rana, I feel like normal people are normal. I don't believe it. It's because I don't really meet normal people. I don't really get close enough to normal people. So... it's like kind of incomprehensible for me. Also, my childhood was not very good. So... it's... and honestly, I didn't really have much interaction with like... other kids my age. Because I always got along better with adults, but also, even though I was like... even though I like talked to people in school and stuff, I didn't really go over to people's houses very much and like see how things were for them. I do think I vaguely remember like one time, I don't remember, a friend's mom, I went over to their house and she was either treating me like I was gonna steal something or she was the nicest lady ever. I do not remember. It's very polarized in my mind. I do not know why. Yeah, I wasn't really allowed to go to other people's houses and I didn't really have a reference point for anything. So as far as like everything like I experienced, like it was normal for me, you know? I think there's probably more studies than that, but I don't know. It's hard to imagine not growing up the way I did. Bro, I don't even surround myself with people. What more people I want to be like? The heck? No, I mean, it's not like I've never done it before. It's just very, very rare that I did. Actually, did I ever sleep over at someone's house that wasn't like a relative? When I was a kid? Oh, I think maybe once when I was, it took until I was in junior high to do it. I think I wasn't allowed to until junior high, maybe. Nah, relatives don't count, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really have too many like social interactions. Like I was like fairly popular until high school, then I stopped talking to people and I didn't know how to make friends. But like I also went to small schools. Like it was really trippy for me because the population ballooned by a significant amount the second I got to high school. Like of the school, because I went to like very small schools, like maybe like a few hundred people max, like 200, 300, you know. And the thing is, they were including like a lot of grades, so it was really strange, I guess, because I was always very quite sheltered, if that makes sense. So I don't really remember doing much of anything. Like I was on like student council and stuff. I was very like, I wasn't not sociable, basically. I've definitely gotten significantly more introverted over the years, yeah. I was always fairly like anxious, but I don't think it was like, I think as I got more and more negative experiences with people, I think I became more of an anxious person and more introverted. And like, the second I got to high school, since like I didn't know how to make friends anymore because I've been with my friend group for so long, right? And it was so like, there were so many people now. I didn't know how to go about doing it, and even now I struggle to like make friends. It's very, I don't know, especially since I'm very like 0 to 100 person. When I try to be friends with someone, I want to like really make that effort and talk very frequently. You know what I mean? But in this, like in the VTuber sphere, it's a lot more difficult since people are in all kinds of time zones, are very busy, and they already have like established friend groups and stuff. And it's, people are always super friendly, super nice, right? But that's like usually, unfortunately, the extent of where things go. You know what I mean? So it's hard to like make friends that you feel very close to, in my opinion. What's up, Passion Food? How you doing? You're new around here? Are you? Are you new? You do seem new. Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys find that you've gotten more introverted as you've gotten older? I'm curious. Full time. More accurate than most censuses. There you go. I was listening to Bad Boy by Cascada, so that could have turned out very wrong when typing that poll. People are tiresome. I feel like I say I hate people on a regular basis, to be honest. Like, okay, the funny thing is, actually, I can socialize just fine IRL. It's online where I have a problem socializing, and I feel like it's because more of myself is online than IRL, you know? Like, I have it, like, switched up internally, if that makes sense. And, like, I can start conversations with strangers, no problem. Like, I deadass, like, asked my waitress yesterday, when my family and I went out for lunch. I was like, hey, do I know you from somewhere? You seem familiar. No problem, right? But like talking to people online, starting conversations online, it feels different. I think it's also because everybody knows everybody. You know what I mean? Like, it feels weird. So I don't know. I've gone more and I was pretty max before. Really? Oh, you mean like more introverted. Sorry, I thought you meant extrovert. I was like, huh? According to my mother, I was quite normal as a kid, socially speaking. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much of this is like normal for like someone who's introverted, you know? Because a lot of introverted people, they don't necessarily have social anxiety. They just like can't socialize too much without getting tired, you know? Okay, my stomach's actually starting to hurt. This is not pleasant, chat. Something is not right in my body. Ow. You know when it feels like there's like a bubble in your tummy? Reputation and brand online makes it harder to separate friendships and business. Yeah, I want to say that's not true, but I think unfortunately it is true, you know? And like, I don't really like what people call like networking. I just like to talk to people. That's why you guys don't see me do very many collabs or anything. I very much keep to myself, and I like to like, I would much rather have like an environment where I can just like randomly hop in voice chat with people, but at the same time I'm also quite shy, so I will admit that I don't take as many opportunities as I should when I do have that available to me. And it's something like I'm trying to work on, but it's like I also have like, I have like no energy, you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't want to go, it's like, you know when you're like, I should go out of my comfort zone, I should talk to people, and then you see like in a server there are people that you want to talk to that are in voice chat, but you're like, you're not your best self, you're not like there mentally, you know? And so you just don't, because you don't want to show that aspect of yourself, you know? You don't want to show that side of yourself, and especially if that's like a first impression or something, you know? So just because they're kind of like a muscle you work out in my experience, some people are ready to hit the gym all the time and others don't feel like it. I definitely agree. I think it's a little different in my sphere. Because, like, I have no issue with it in some capacities, but yeah. Nightcore Remix 2013! Let's go, baby! Oh my god. Yeah. Once you get, like, in the VTubing sphere, like, honestly, if I met people through games, it would be a lot easier, but the thing is, like, the second, like, you start to become, like, a public figure, it gets a little more complicated. Because people talk a lot, even if you have, like, normal conversations. I think people mask a lot more online in a way because it's easier to. I became quite a bit more extroverted as an adult because of work. That makes sense. I can see that. Funnily enough, it's been the opposite for me. Even though my job is like mostly socializing. I'm the one extrovert in my friend group, so I'm used to the introvert boundaries pretty well. But I also wish I had more friends who could roll with me at my pace. Oh, I get what you mean. Sometimes I wish like I had like a ride or die like friend that I could just do whatever with whenever, you know? Like you have that kind of like spontaneity, but it's very difficult to find that. And like for me personally, like every time I found like someone that like I do everything with, I was replaced. So like now I'm like, that is a pipe dream. I gave up on that long ago. It does not happen, you know? That's why, like, for me, I think the only person I'll ever be like first choice to will be like if I ever get a partner. I feel like I'm more unhinged / throwing myself out there online. Well, I think it's also more like socially acceptable to do so online, you know what I mean? Are you relatable because you're my Oshi, or are you my Oshi because you're relatable? I wonder, have you guys ever thought about that though? Yep, I just turned down a free ticket to the Minecraft movie because I didn't want to go out with the person giving it to me. We've been friends, but he's been getting more anxious about everything. What do you mean more anxious? Like clingy? Or like what do you mean by that? Because I've had some people be like, you're not gonna abandon me too, right? And I used to be that person, and I'm like, ah, so this is how it felt. This is how it felt. Justin would be a good ride or die buddy if you're ever playing Mahjong for life. Justin doesn't go and call with me because he doesn't want to get held hostage because we talk too long. A bitch. I said this to him the other day. I was like, how dare you? It's because we talk too much. Both of us are yappers. I find it easier to connect with people IRL because it's easier to gauge their responses, how much they like me, but online it feels like a guessing game. I know! Oh my gosh! I was saying this to my sister. I was like, I feel like online I have no fucking social skills. Because people are so friendly all the time. And it like breaks my radar for like, I guess, what is... like what people actually like me and want to talk to me and are just being friendly, because everyone is so fucking, I mean this in the nicest possible way, but everyone is so excessively friendly in like the VTubing sphere. And it's nice that people are like nice, right? But like I don't know. Are you being nice to be nice? Are you being nice because everyone's nice? Are you being nice because you want to talk to me? I cannot tell the difference. And the thing is, I don't have like the voice cues, you know? And like most people don't have the energy for a conversation, to be totally honest. So it's really hard to like get to know people. And a lot of people, like, they cannot sit down and have those conversations because everyone is all over the place. They're always doing something, and I really respect everyone's ambition and everything, and I totally get it, you know? But like, it does make it a little bit more difficult to like form friendships sometimes. sorry, I will be meaner now. That's not your place. That's my job. Yeah, like, I feel like, honestly, I'm missing so many pieces of the puzzle. I feel like I have no social skills because, like, I'm missing so many cues. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm like, if people want to network, that's fine. That's their prerogative, right? But I'm not really a networking person. Like, people I talk to, it's because I want to talk. This isn't to say that people I don't talk to, it's not because I don't want to talk. There are some people I think about, like, on a regular basis, but, okay, this sounds creepy, but, like, I'll think about them, like, every, like, once in a while, and I'm like, I want to start a conversation with them about this, but I don't know how. And then more time passes, and then it starts to get weird every single time, you know what I mean? Oh my god, why is there dubstep on my Nightcore playlist? Be gone! 15-minute crispy fried tofu. Is this an air fryer? I love tofu. Tofu is one of my favorite foods. Did you guys know this? Wait, but what are you putting in the tofu? Or wait, soy sauce? Ginger? You put yeast? Oh, cornstarch for crispy coating. What's considered a neutral oil? Okay, you can air fry it. It takes longer and it's not as good? Okay, but I'm trying to lose weight, bro. I fucking love tofu. I love tofu so much. Silky tofu, firm tofu, moderately firm tofu, soft tofu, tofu. I love tofu. Sorry, I got distracted by something on my feed. The only social skill you need is being able to tell people to fuck off at 120 words per minute. Fuck off. Damn, that came so naturally. Just like the word vomited out of my like mouth, you know? What was I looking at? Freeze-dried lemon powder. Actually, there's like this really simple like lemon dessert that I want to try. Actually, I bought a lemon tart because I'm chat. Oh my god, chat, get ready to praise me. Get ready to praise me. Are you ready? Be ready. I'm trying to build up credit to be a good adult, and you may be thinking, Rana, shouldn't you have done this a long time ago? And yes, I should have. Also, fuck you. Stop talking. Get ready to only say kind words to me. Okay? Anyways, I'm trying to build up credit. So, like, I signed up for, like, a credit thing, kind of. It's, like, a specific, like, I guess, like, bank option kind of thing. And my credit actually isn't that bad. My credit isn't good, but it's, like, it isn't good because I haven't been building it. Because I haven't had a credit card or anything, you know? No, it's not a credit card. It's like a bank type thing where you get a line of credit, right? You get a line of credit, and it's not quite a debit Visa, but it's similar. So anyways, I did that, and then I bought some like pastries, because like, so basically you want to build up credit with small frequent purchases. But anyways, I went to do that. It is a debit card that builds credit, yes. But I had to open up like a specific thing for it, if that makes sense. I think it automatically pays it off from my balance. But the thing is, I went out to test it out, so I went to a bakery. Thank you! I did do so good. Except I actually didn't do that good because my card got declined. And I don't know why it got declined. I think... Okay, so here's my theory. I, one, forgot to activate the physical card, but I already set up a PIN number for it, so I thought that it would have already been activated since why else would I have a PIN number for it, right? Or the line of credit was too low. So, okay, so the monthly line of credit is $225, right? But it sets a limit, so you, like, the actual spending limitation is $22.50, which is like, it's supposed to be 10% of the line of credit, if that makes sense. So my purchase was $26, right? So either I didn't activate the card because I have money in the balance. Guys, I'm not that bad, okay? I had more than enough money to cover the purchase of $26. So I think either the individual purchase was too high for the line of credit, or I forgot to activate my card, which I thought I did, because I'm pretty sure I did when I got the card. But maybe activating the account is different from activating the physical card, if that makes sense. Because this is a different bank. I have 3 bank accounts. Well, no, I work with 3 different banks, if that makes sense. And this bank is a little bit different. I think I forgot to activate the card, yeah. But I don't know how. So... Yikers! I guess I'll have to figure out how to do that. I'll have to go into the app and do it. But I was close, right? I was close to doing a good job. Yeah, but I thought that making a pin meant it was activated, especially since it said activate on the like form thingy. Sorry, late response. I started doom scrolling. You worthless piece of shit. Why were you doom scrolling when I was streaming? Wow, that's the most entitled thing I've ever said. I should say more things like that. Maybe not like weird, but common socially awkward things. Giving an answer that also isn't an answer. Looking around a lot and not saying anything. I feel like those are just habits, you know? I did make an effort. I did make an effort, and I'm trying to be financially literate. Do you guys want to see what I named my bank accounts? Or like, I have some investment accounts, right? You guys are never gonna see this. Or you're never gonna get this, okay? Here, I'll show you. This is... okay. So, here is image 1. Or I guess here is bank account. So these are like investment kind of accounts, if that makes sense. It's like an investment app, kind of. I'm not sure how much I'll use it, but I'll show you guys what I name my bank accounts. Okay, which one do you want to see first? Pick 1 or 2. Pick 1 or 2. Type a number in chat, 1 or 2. And then that'll determine which one I show you first. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2. 2, 2. Okay, so I'll show you 2 first. Okay. So this is the second one. Life is all about risk. I take a risk. It fucking works. I remain unpunished. This is the second one I have, the long-term one, and it's like retire as a millionaire with like you put in a certain amount of money every week, okay? Okay, and then this is the first one, okay? This is the first one. Nobody will ever see this coming. Are you ready? Kitten, I'll be honest. Daddy's about to kill himself. This is just a savings account. It's just a savings one that I opened up so that I could put money in it and then I could forget about it. And then I was like, I don't know what to do, so I just did this. And so this is my savings account. It has $0 in it. No, this is real. This is the actual one. These are the actual like accounts I open. Well, they're not quite accounts. They're just like, I don't know how to describe them. They're kind of just like, they're done through an app, guys. It's not quite a bank account, if that makes sense. I don't know, but these are the ones I made, and I feel like nothing describes me more than these. No, I didn't forget to put money in. It puts like a certain money from my checking account, or a certain amount that I designate for my checking account like every week, but I don't know how much I'm gonna use it. I imagine a bank clerk pulling up your account, just pissing themselves laughing at it. I don't know if they'll see it, but even then, if they'll see it, they'll understand. They'll understand when they look at my balance. So... But I mean, I have my money spread across like different accounts. So like my main checking account, I purposely put less in my main checking account, so I don't spend as much. You know what I mean? Yeah, they would understand. They would take one look at me and they would understand. No, but this blade meme is actually one of my favorite memes ever. I just love seeing the suicidal blade memes. They're so fucking funny to me. Yeah, the best way I discipline myself is tricking myself. Because I will think to myself, like, okay, I have X amount of money in this account, right? And it's a vague, lower estimate of what I actually have. So, for example, I'll say like, okay, I have $2,000 in PayPal. I never look at PayPal, right? In reality, I actually have $2,500, right? And then I'll do this with my other bank accounts, and I keep vague ideas in my head of how much it is and less, so that I think I have less money, so I don't spend as much. It works. Trust me. I'm like, if you have other bank accounts, the main account that you use to pay for like for fun stuff or whatever, keep that balance lower. It works. This is my tried and true way. Right? It does work! Thank you! Man. You know what? Now that I'm showing it here... Have you guys... Okay, have you guys never done something like this? Never? There's no way. I was reading a manhwa where the whole premise is that she... Like, the main character has a hitman account because he wants to like he fantasizes about killing his boss because he hates his boss, but he doesn't actually want to kill his boss. It's just like a motivation for him, so he has like a hitman account. Anyways, he ends up fucking his boss, so because otherwise what else is there? Doesn't PayPal have a reputation of delaying giving people their money a lot so people avoid leaving money in there? I mean, to be honest, you probably shouldn't. But the thing is, for me, I do a lot of like foreign purchases because it's the nature of like commissioning people online, right? But anyways, the reason why I keep it there is to keep it in USD, basically, because I lose a lot of value if I take it into my account, if that makes sense. I did hear that there's a way to get like an American kind of balance where I can maintain the currency, but I'm not sure. Oh fuck yeah, I'll bet all on black. I don't gamble though. Oh wait, I guess I do gacha. That's kind of gambling. I can rename them, but I haven't renamed them. That's a mistake. I know, the fact that the top one is 0 is actually so fucking funny to me. Hold on, what was I gonna Google? I was gonna Google something. I forgot. What was it? Why did I freeze like that, bro? Oh my god. Oh, I was looking up the name of it. Hold on. Bro, did my model crash? This is such an unflattering angle. What the hell? Oh, there you go. Hold on, let me see. Oh, fuck. I just felt like a sharp pain in my hip. Well, I'm trying to find the title for you, Nori. It's an Omega verse. Yeah, I'm okay. It was just like a sharp pain. What's up, Shade? How you doing? How did your job interview go, by the way? Let's see. Nope. Oh shit, I've had Bellatra open this entire time. I'm not even playing it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you get it next time. Honestly, it's really rough for everyone out there. Just take your time. It's not kind, unfortunately. Oh, it's not this one. This one? And honestly, everyone is like really struggling to find like a job nowadays. Like I've heard of people like applying to like 400 plus jobs. I hope that you can still be positive about it though. Where is it? Yeah, this is the name of it. I Google Translate that shit. And by that I mean I Google Lens. It's finished too, so you know. Ow. Bro. Dude, do you ever get like the low-key like PTSD from a sharp pain that's like random or something, and you just like anticipate it happening again? And then like you get like really tense, like just like waiting for it, you know? Like you're preparing for it. I feel like I get like that a lot. Okay, if you guys were to rename a bank account, what would you rename your bank account? It happens to me all the time, and I'm like, are you gonna hurt me again, body? Are you? And then it does, because I have trust issues. Maybe I do it to myself, honestly. Bro, actually, closing Bellatra did not fix it. I wonder if it's like some HDR thing, because it looks like there's like a gray film over my monitor when I drag like windows from window to window. It's weird. I don't like it. It looks uncomfortable. Money is meaningless and I hate that I need it. Sometimes I wish that like I could just like live off the land. Now that I'm thinking about it. But it's like, it's not really possible now. Mana jug? That's an interesting one. What is the thought process behind that one, Anna? LBI? That's some mad cope. I respect that. F my life? Yeah, I mean... I mean... Catboy Lambo Fund? How much would you invest weekly into Catboy Lambo Fund? At 0 we jump? I respect that. You know, now that I'm looking at this, I cannot stop, like, finding this, like, this image funny of my bank account. My favorite part is that they let me set a picture for it. Honestly, that was their first mistake. You let me rename it and you let me set a picture for it? They wanted me to post, like, some Pinterest, like, inspo board? Nah. Instead, you got Star Rail memes. My bad. A jug can only hold so much mana within, but the mana is used so often that will never be full either. Can I be honest with you? My first thought was, couldn't you have just said water jug and that would have made more sense? But I get it. I get the desire for it to be cooler because mana is way cooler than water. But they're both blue. Da da dee da boo da. Probably. I haven't really seen mana as like any other representation aside from blue or gold. Sometimes it's gold. They'll be like, oh yeah, this very powerful archmage only has like gold. Speaking of money, my bank recently upgraded my credit card, so now I can spend up to 8k and get 2% money back on the previous 1%. That's a credit card, my friend. That's a credit card. That's gay. FGL Gudako got to me? What is this? Let me look this up. I'm hungry. Yeah, I know you said credit card. That's what I'm saying is problematic. It's a trap. To make it glow and call it Icker. Do you say Iker or Icker? I say Icker. But that reminds me of the Terraria piss weapons. Terraria has some interesting memories for me. I will say Terraria is very fun though. It's cute how it still gets collabs even though they don't do updates anymore. I think, you know, one thing I didn't expect to like so much about Terraria was the music. The music is very funky and it's very much like, it's very like vibey, you know, it's feel-good kind of music. And there's like a sense of like nostalgia. I think it's very like, I don't know. I feel the same with like Minecraft as well. Like you listen to like certain music and it's like very much like a vibe. And it kind of sets your mood, you know? It's nice to have music that sets your mood and it doesn't feel like too forced. And it brings you back to like a different time, you know what I mean? I've been holding back for a while now, but damn, I miss you in these streams. Why would you hold back when you can just compliment me and praise me? Listen, Leo, how you doing? It's fine, I don't spend any more than 1500 out of the 8k. Is that a normal amount to spend on the credit card? I genuinely don't know, because I don't have any, and I got rejected for one. So, you know. Which apparently getting rejected for cards can reduce your credit, which I actually did not know. I did not know that that would reduce your credit. Minecraft surprised me with its music, was not expecting it to be so soothing. And you know what, honestly, there's not really music I have found that's like similar to Minecraft music. It's really just like, I don't know, it's very like unique, you know? Not at once, but I just make that my limit in terms of debt for it. Well, as long as you're financially responsible and you're taking care of yourself. You know your finances better than I do. How do you usually respond to praise? Denial. Or I would say rather than denial, I would say more so dismissiveness. Like I tend to like downplay any like praise that I receive. But it's not the best habit, frankly. You should not do that. Do not do that. What's up, Luigi? How you doing? Like, I like jokingly accept it on stream. But like, typically when people give me like sincere compliments, I downplay it almost all the time. Which honestly, you probably shouldn't, and it's not like a healthy thing to do, but you know. If people are complimenting you, it's for a reason. Just let them compliment you. Just take the compliment. How do you react to insults? A black mass of vitriol spews from my mouth, so, you know. You think you can just change our life, leave, and come back? Well, you can, picture. I don't know. I don't think I've changed anyone's life. Well, I guess this is a case in point. Someone is directly saying that I changed their life and I'm like, no. I think there is an inherent desire for me to make someone's life better. Whether it's like in a big way or a small way. And I tend to give up a lot of myself trying to do that, right? And I think that there are certain limitations that you should have in doing so, right? But even though that's part of like the reason I started streaming and like a major reason why, when someone comes up to me and says like, yeah, you changed my life, or you made my life better, or you made every day easier for me, or something like that, right? It's not something like I can really comprehend or understand, even though I have kind of experienced it myself somewhat. You know what I mean? There, like, for example, has anyone seen Zenshu? A lot of people, like, maybe they didn't like Zenshu, but I think Zenshu was actually really well done. And it was a lot, like, you have to look at it from a metaphorical standpoint. But in Zenshu, there's like this episode where it's done comedically, right? But, basically, this is a spoiler for Zenshu. It's in like around episode 4 or episode 5. But basically, a character is she has a longer lifespan than everyone else. She gets tired of living, right? And in Zenshu, whatever Natsuko draws like comes to life. That's like the way she fights. She basically animates because she was an animation director before she got isekai'd. And in Zenshu, there's like an elf that's like really tired of life, and so she combats that and tries to like bring her back to the like light and the good side, because she wants to give up and cause the end of the world, right? By introducing her to idols. And I was watching it with my sister, and I'm like, I know it's played off as a joke, but like idols really do save people's lives sometimes, you know, or at least give them the ability to save themselves a bit more, you know, and give them that energy to kind of keep going. You know what I mean? But it's not something like you can really explain with words. Like, I know for me, for personally, like seeing like Stray Kids and stuff, like perform and stuff, like I'm not saying like going to concerts, but like I guess like watching them, listening to them, there's just like something about seeing people try their hardest to like entertain and like make your day better that allows you to like follow them and like believe in them and keep going a bit more, even if it's just to see them. Or sometimes like even like the things that can keep you going are just like a mild curiosity that blooms into something more one day, you know? Watch Zenshu! It's only like 12 episodes. It's really good. I love Zenshu. I think Zenshu, the way I describe Zenshu is like a letter of self-love and like finding your passion again. I see it as kind of like a metaphor for like burnout and anxiety, like performance anxiety. You can't take Zenshu at face value. The first few episodes throw you for a loop because the first few episodes kind of like they make it seem really shallow, but if you look at it from like a bigger perspective, Zenshu is actually like fairly well written in my opinion. And like for me personally, it helped me feel a little bit more inspired because it felt kind of relatable for me in a lot of respects. If that makes sense. I personally recommend watching Zenshu. I think the soundtrack is pretty solid too. I like the ending. I did like a mini cover of the ending. But like, I'm not a huge fan of the opening, but I'm sure that like it's still good, you know. And the lyrics are really well written too for the ending, especially after you've watched the series. What is it called? It's called Rest in Peace. How does it go again? I don't remember how it goes. There's like a really fast part in it that I always fuck up. I personally found it very wholesome and relatable. And I don't don't know. It's, you know, but have you guys ever heard the expression, to be loved is to be seen? I feel like that's part of why people like enjoy representation in movies and like media so much. You know what I mean? How was the movie, Kirby? Did you enjoy it? And hi, Ghost. How are you doing? Talk about you? Not today. We're talking about I don't know. We talked about so many different things already. Well, I'm not doing like an official cover. I need to catch up on other covers. It was just like a short cover I did on Twitter. But yeah, I think that's like, if you see parts of yourself in other people, it's automatically a lot easier to connect with because you know what that's like, you know? There's like a sense of like empathy established right off the bat, you know? Shiny colors? I've never heard of this before. Maybe not a good movie in the content sense, but you can turn off your brain and laugh at how bad it is. That's fair. I think some of it was it definitely looked a little forced to me. But you know what? If people have fun, whatever. It's kind of like a feel-good movie. You know, you just chill. What am I proving with my chatting? To be loved is to be seen? Question mark? I know for me personally, when I was reading Oshinoko, rip the ending of Oshinoko, oh my god, I cannot believe that happened. Anyways, when I was reading Oshinoko, seeing like the little snippets of like VTubers and like, I guess like the culture and like idol culture and stuff, it made me feel a lot more invested. And it's like, hey, that's cool, that's something I do. Hey, this like reference was accurately portrayed. Bro, I cannot believe the ending to Oshinoko. Nothing could have prepared me for that, because it's like, why? There was no reason. All of the character development of Aqua was just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Canon height? I think I'm 5'2". Props to Jack Black for being out there getting that bread. Yeah, I mean, I respect the hustle. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, I mean... I can say how in a world it was a realistic ending somewhat, but here's the thing, it was completely unnecessary. It was like literally completely unnecessary. I don't even know how to describe it. Nobody actually spoiled the ending of Oshinoko. Also, what's up, bad guy? To support someone who's trying with all their heart gives a person strength. That's what you do, Rana, with us? I think I could try harder. I'm very tired. You know? So I guess what I'm trying to do right now, most at least, is like, exist. Unfortunately, it takes like all my energy to exist at the moment. And it has for a while. But, you know, we hope and we pray for the day that that is not the case. You know? Yeah, the ending of Oshinoko. I went in completely blind to the ending of Oshinoko. Nothing could have prepared me. Genuinely, nothing could have prepared me for what I read. It was interesting, to say the least. Carry you on my back to the store? I don't want to go to the store. What would I do with the store? Spend money? I don't have? Nah. I'm not gonna say don't read Oshinoko, because I still think that Oshinoko was like a really enjoyable read. I forget the ending. Why would I spend it on Pokemon cards? That's not my genre. I think everyone thinks it can try harder, but right now your presence is a source of power for a lot of us. Is that true, chat? Is that true? Confirm or deny? You can be honest. It'll only hurt a little bit. Seeing comeback literally overturned everything in 2024 for me and help me. Well, if you say so. If I could do that, then I'd have done my job. It's hard for me to think of that being something that I do, though. No, I think the beginning and middle is good. People with no media literacy will complain about the Aqua and Ruby thing, but it needed to happen. It needed to be addressed because she clearly hadn't moved on from certain aspects. I think like the overall experience of Oshinoko, if you like exclude the ending, is really solid for the most part. It was inevitable but still unwelcome. Do you mean the ending of Oshinoko? I could think of a million ways that could have not happened, okay? No, I think the way it happened with Aqua and Ruby was fine, personally. Like, I have no issues there, it's just the ending. That's my only problem. I don't know what happened. Who am I to judge, though? Who am I to— oh, my hand is bleeding. Did I get blood on my shirt? I think I tore off a little too much skin on my finger. She's literally the reason my forearms are so big. They're average. You're relatable and fun to talk with, Rana. You do make my life a little brighter. Trust? Okay, I will trust you. I will assume I'm extremely important to all of you and you would be a mess without me. So you should treat me as such. I love how people talk about Oshinoko like I've heard people talk about Domestic Girlfriend. Is not getting another season? Or is that Rent a Girlfriend? One of them is. Ow. New work week? Oh, Godspeed to you. Good luck adjusting. Rest well. Good night. To me, you've been one of the very few things, sometimes the only thing that I look forward to, which is giving me strength when I need it. Thank you. You're welcome. I guess is what it is, huh? Having something to look forward to. Something to just, like, I guess, like, let you get to another day. Like that kind of enjoyment. A fourth season. A fourth season! Iconic. Truly iconic. What's the Super Bowl? I'm doing Daijobu, although my hand is still bleeding a little bit, I think. I think I definitely pulled out too much. It was like a... what do you call it? You know when you like have like a hangnail or something, you're like just like hanging flesh on your finger? I'm too tired to bother having a meltdown at this point. Ugh, bro, I wish I could have a meltdown just so I could like let everything out, you know? This one, I don't pick up my hands a ton, but you know. Like it was like pretty loose, so I was like just tearing it off before it got caught on something. There was a better way to go about it, like with a nail clipper. However, I did not. Because that would be the smart thing to do. And I'm allergic to common sense when it comes to things like this, so, you know, I did not. And then it bled more than I expected, unfortunately. I do appreciate you being here. I've already interacted here than I ever have before you come back, so thanks for being here. Thank you for having us. Anytime. I mean, it's something that I'd like to do for a long time, hopefully. In what capacity or form in the future, I don't know what'll happen to me, you know, but it do be like that. For real, for real. I just think that, I don't know, I think I'm a fairly constant person. I'm not sure what kind of person I'll be in the future. It's like I don't even recognize the person I was like 5 years ago, and it's not because they were that different. It's just it feels like I only live as who I am now, if that makes sense. Like very like kind of present tense. No, I don't think it's anything like that. I used to bite my nails though when I was younger. You know what fixed me biting my nails instantly? I had a really bad habit of biting my nails for years, right? To the point like I would have little nubs and they would be bleeding, right? I got acrylics. I got acrylics one time and it cured me of that habit. One fucking time. One time getting acrylics and I quit biting my nails. That's kind of crazy. To understand your future, you must know your past. Nines is in the office, who was Pam's first boyfriend. I don't think Roy was her first. He was her boyfriend for a while and fiance, but I don't know if he was her first. I don't think so. No, it's not because the acrylics weren't tasty. It's because they're too hard to chew. They're very hard. That said, chat, I'm getting a little eepy. I'm very eepy. So, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna raid myself. Because I don't want to interact with people right now. I'm gonna be streaming on... Okay, just look at the time for the stream on Wednesday, because it's gonna be a little bit late because I'll be out that day, unfortunately, so I cannot get to it until a little bit later. Why the fuck is my monitor so grave? It's pissing me off, man. Whatever. But yeah. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yes, we're gonna be doing the big 3.2 like anniversary patch. It should be out then. I'm fairly certain. If not, well, I guess we're both shit out of luck, aren't we? Anyways, good night, chat. It was fun chatting with you, and I know it was fun chatting with me, so you're welcome. Okay, good night. Bye. Have a beautiful time.